you know, the AI conversation is really interesting because it's almost like, it feels to me like electricity. It's gonna be so omni. AI is not like an app. It's like the oxygen. Like, you know, I was in a meeting today around AI legal maneuvers that we want to make as an organization, and I was like, man, none of this is like, we're talking about it, and already it's become so default. It's like, what is AI, right? And what I mean by that is automation, and then profound automation, how it thinks for you. But I see us in the meeting today talking about automation as AI, not just, and so like, it's so big. And so I guess in 5 or 10 years, I think we'll stop talking about it the way we're talking about it now, the way that nobody here talks about the internet. You know, for everybody, who's over 42 in here, raise your hands. So everybody that just raised their hands, we used to talk about something called the internet. Like we would talk about it a lot. We're like, the internet's gonna, and the internet, and this internet, you know, and like, and we don't do that now. It's oxygen. And that's what's gonna happen with AI in 10 years. We're not gonna be talking about AI, it just is. And so it's that big. And I think every single human and every single organization will be massively affected by it. You know, what I think is really interesting is I'm incredibly concerned that we live in a day and age where the human is more thoughtful than ever about work-life balance, mental and physical health, and it's actually beautiful. There's so much good about that. So obviously I'm very well documented in believing in hard work and going hard and all this, because I love it. I'm thrilled when people want to find their balance. I feel like I have my balance. Balance is individual. But here's a very, very like important conversation that's about to hit its head. At a time where people are like not interested in going to the office, are looking for more time than ever, we're gonna have a problem. That problem is humans are gonna be replaced by AI, and companies are gonna do it. Just like we did with tractors on farms. Farms used to employ everyone. Almost everybody on earth, only a couple hundred years ago, worked on and was employed by a farm. And then tractors came along, and you didn't need as many people. This beautiful city, do you know how many people used to be employed here 120 years ago to clean up cow poop? A lot. But then the car came along, and we didn't need to ride horses anymore, thus rendering our not needing people to go around this city and clean up horse poop. There's not a creative person on earth that is a mason. An architect and a mason are two different things. If you sit in this room or you're watching this video or you're listening to this and you're the idea person, good news. AI is about to become your partner in thinking. But if you are not the idea person, if you're the person that opens up Adobe and you make it, it's game over. And a lot of people do that for a living. And when I say that, I'm not happy about that. I'm actually not happy, not sad, not pro, not con. It just is. My question is, every single Adobe designer or video editor knows that to be true. So no matter, what I just said was not some sort of like, that's impossible. We actually know it to be true. There's unlimited videos that are viral on the internet right now that were made in 1 second, that are profound, that used to cost thousands and tens of thousands of dollars and take 20 people. My question is, if you do that for a living, and you know what I just said is true, what are you doing about it? And so, I'm worried that we have this conversion, two things happening at the same time. At worst, an enormous amount of entitlement by human beings in first world countries. And at best, people being thoughtful about what they want in life and what balance they want. But all of it, technology's the best. But it also has one thing that is very, very challenging. It doesn't care about our feelings. And so this is gonna be, and it is gonna reshape our society. And I went through this 5-minute rant to beg someone who hears it, who is in the business of what AI is about to commoditize, to challenge themselves, to put themselves out of business before AI does it. And what I mean by that, if you don't understand, is adjust. I think about it. My agency gets paid lots and lots of money to make creative. I think about this every day, and I think all of us should. And it goes pretty far. One of the things I don't think I touched on, no, I don't think, maybe I touched on the book, it all blurs together, but virtual influencers. Everyone who's an influencer right now who's really winning is loving life. That turned out to be a great job, right? I mean, there's real pressure coming. It's called virtual influencers. And the brands have all sorts of feelings towards influencers. They pay a lot of money, then they don't post it the way they want, or do the thing they want, or do another brand deal with their competitor the day after the 6-month exclusive. So you know what they're gonna do about it? They're gonna create their own influencers.
Why not?
It's not only why not, they should. This is the thing that I found incredibly interesting about everything in life, and definitely in marketing and business. People act as if they're owed something. The fuck are you owed? Nothing. This is business. This is merit. This is, every influencer that got paid $1 today took that out of an actual celebrity 15 years ago. That's where that money went. So we're not crying for them. And the people that own the AI influencers are not gonna cry for the influencers. I think that industry is gonna get massively affected in the next 10 years. Humans will not be able to compete with AI humans. Nope. They're gonna be cheap. I'd rather pay an influencer that looks just like you and has just as many followers as you for $5 a post instead of, I don't think people understand how profound this is going to be. 99% of people change when pain happens. And the 1% wins.